And we are streaming. Hello everybody, I'm a little early, even earlier than I said I was going to be, just because I wanted to absolutely make sure of things, and you know what, I'm not quite in the room ready to go yet. By the way, I have no idea how long this has been a thing, but I was basically clicking through all of these damn notifications that I have, and noticed the streaming rules, which basically is fine. I'm not streaming in Jade or Throne Rooms, because I'm not even in those yet. But obviously I need to set a 5-minute delay, and as it says in point 2, streaming matches in other rooms, fine, no restrictions, except for peeking. So that's something for the rest of you to worry about, not for me. So with that having said, hi Res, let's get into the lobby and let's see if there are enough people to get a game started. Oh dear. There's one other thing that I'm going to bring up as well, just because I mentioned it in kind of Discord. In fact, all 4 of us are already here, so let's go. Alright, we're well away. Is that I'm going to be adding a bonus point feature, which I kind of explained in Discord, but the way it's going to work, I've put on the spreadsheet as well, is that bonus placements for anybody who's not currently at the start of the stream in the top 3 positions are available. The way you get those is by playing against people who are in the top 3, who are currently Mono, myself, and Kyril. If you place above me, you will earn 10 bonus points. If you win a game that I happen to be in, you will win 25 bonus points. The points are higher for Mono and slightly less for Kyril. And again, this is sort of a catch-up mechanic, but hopefully one that's not going to be too restrictive or too problematic. And it means that I can't just abuse this to try and catch up with Mono, which was key. And I don't really want to, you know, he's got a gap of what? 435 points. I don't want to resort to unfair ways to catch that up. So, you know, nothing I can do will help that out. I suppose if I fall out of the top 3, then it gets me a bit closer to that stage, but you know. Anyway, I've discarded 6-7 immediately, given Suanko a bit of help. And I mean, we've got a reasonably strong start. Possible Itsu on the way, of course, but need to draw 2 and 4 so. Free pin. Free pin does not help us. Let's get rid of free pin. So we played 6-7-3, so we look as if we're on a odd weight here, but we've had 3 calls against us. Alright, this is going to be an aggressive start then. Might as well keep up with this, because ultimately this is our best route to Tenpai. I suppose if we draw a 7 pin, we can cut the 1. Go for Ipeiko and Pinfu. No, hopefully Pin2 if we get 2. Prospero though is definitely away. Yeah, we're not even through the first row of discards, and we have 4, possibly 5 calls. No, that's a win. So outside East, 2,000 points. And the game moves on. We're in the last dealer position, so that doesn't really affect us too much. Buzz is into 3rd. Which is a shame, really. We had a really good start. Alright, here we go then. So, triplet the freeze. We have Dora. And a few loose honor tiles that we will get rid of. Okay, we can play north as well. One's already gone out. That's a useful tile, so we got a pair run shape from that. So, looking like it's a good Tanyo hand. Just have to connect something with a 5, and we did. Get rid of our own wind here, because I feel we are going to go for Tanyo rather than hope for honor tiles. Nice. We'll go 8 pin here. So connect something to that. Still 2 away, but they've got plenty of options here. 9 pin not being one of them. Also, hi Link. You just joined as the 5th player, I think. I will start things off the moment I see there are enough people in there to start the second game off. 6 is the most awkward one for us to call. We could have called the other pair of 6s, but not doing immense amounts for us. 2's isolated. I don't think there's any Tanyo abilities here. I suppose we can call any of the middle tiles now. Gets us half a step closer. Good draw. Okay, so we are still a little awkward here. If we draw 5 of that, we can go for a cut there, go for a 3-7. That doesn't allow us to do it, does it? No. So we could have called that sequence, but we still had to cut, and we're still waiting on 1 additional pair. Really, I think 4-7 cut the 6s maybe? 4-7 cut the 3s? Oh no, 3. I mean, we got 3 middle pairs to get rid of, which is a little awkward. 6 and 5 have both got 1 played, none of the 6s have been played. Suanko's played the 3, so we got 6 for Suji on that basis, but it depends what we draw. And what we got opportunity to get, actually. But being able to call 5 or 6 and then cut the other 6s seemed like the best route we got. For Tanyo Dora 2. Yeah, so as I've said, that's the least likely one he's going to want. We're now Ishanten, Tanyo Dora Dora. Against the Riichi, but thankfully it's a Riichi that's safe for us. Okay, not much we can do about that. So Prospero earns Riichi Patsu and Dora, so Rise will get his points back and some interest. And takes the lead and is on the 30. Is at the 30k point. Okay, starting west, 2 pairs of not very useful honor tiles. But other than that, it's a great start. Hopefully one of these will become safe for us later, but if we can luck into a 3, get rid of one of these, we can go into Pinfu Dora. And South should be extremely safe looking at this. Oh, Pinfu Dora 2. Alright, let's cut the 1 here. So yeah, draw, cut one of the pairs. South is going to be safer than North. Unless I draw a triplet of either of them, although it's unlikely in South case. Oh, okay, fine. Right, decisions here then. Do we cut... What are the odds here? Because I can cut the 3-5, and that might be the smoothest route to go. But it means cutting a Dora. Over going for the 6-7. Or I can cut the Souths and still go for it, but I think this is going to be better. Yeah, we're going to go middle 5, cut the 3, and we'll see if we can work around that. Because we're Ishanten with this. We've lowered the value a little bit. We no longer have access to Pinfu, so this is going to be Riichi Dora only, but... Okay, all the Dora coming out now as well, so I think everyone's going to have low value hands. Okay, interesting. Well, we'll keep playing. So we've drawn a triplet of these as well. 6 dot should be safe against him as well. Red's alive. Alright. 6 dot. Quite safe. 5 is a Suji, which is something we'll rely on if we have to. I mean, all honestly, it's an interesting hand. It's just not got no value. It's got no value. Alright, so Anko has proven too safe, so useful information for us. We'll play safe on 6. It also ups us to going for a Honitsu here, if we can make the 7 pass. Play 9-8 though. Okay, that's fine. So we're on a red dragon tongue single weight. Green's been proven safe. Oh, this is a fortunate one. But we've also got Honitsu, so this is upgraded. Ninepin's safe. If we can keep drawing single safe tiles, I mean, we got the triplet souths if we draw anything that is absolutely devastating from here. But we're just going to win off Rise. Honitsu Dora. Which I don't think is bad at all for us, in all honesty. No idea what Prospero was on, but we couldn't have played that last red dragon, really, so if you can't play something, make it your weight. And we're able to play safety around the rest of it. Alright, we'll start with East. We got South as our own wind here. It's not a great calling hand, in all honesty, but we might get the 8. And if we can pair up the green, that also gives us 2 Yakuhai to go with. That is a really awkward set of tiles. Get rid of a 9 here. Gonna pass the first one. Gonna pass the first one because we are so disconnected here. See, that's better. That's a slight improvement. We will, of course, take the second when it comes off, but... Alright, double Yakuhai's out. Also means these are absolutely safe if we need them later. Also, I never actually linked the bloody stream, did I? May have worked while I just fling something into Discord. Alright, one man. Okay. We'll play North here. Prospero's just played a red 5 in the middle. He did play a 2 earlier. He might just genuinely not be in that suit, but anytime anybody plays a double Dora, have to be aware of what they're up to. And in fact, I'm worried enough about the double Dora from the dealer that I'm actually going to assume Tenpai, and we'll see. That's a great draw. Four would be CG. He's played 5-3, so that puts him on a 1-4-7 vein, of which is going to be a 4-7. I might be overthinking this, but in all honesty, it's a double Dora discard. I have to be at least this aware of it. Especially if they do have 2 dealer 10s coming up. I have no need to necessarily go for the win right now. I can certainly wait. Try and hold off south for as long as we can, because it is a nice safe tile to have. I'd love 4 to be proven. Okay, get rid of our blank there. This puts us into a Tanyo. Also, I suppose gives us an outside shot at Nageshi, although not one that I'm expecting to pull off at all with 1 left. As mentioned, the hand does not exist. But more, I'm just very worried about what Prospero's on. Because if he's not on... Okay, I was about to say, if he's not on a... And Tenpai with that double Dora discard, he must be on a Honitsu. And presumably a good Honitsu. Alright, we're going to play Safe to Dora dealer. If you're ever unsure, playing Safe to dealer is never a bad thing. Especially with no value really being shown, so... answers the 4-7 side of things that we had up. So we're actually Ishanten here. So we can make the 7-man pass this late in the game, which feels like a long shot. Yeah, we're just going to get the 1. I mean, we're going to have to play the 1 anyway in this case, but I'm really not expecting this to come into anything. Slightly concerned about that, but it was suited to that, and we didn't have a way of doing much else. Alright, Rising Tempo and a 4-7 Manzu. Well, and some points back. We are still in the lead, still above the 30k threshold. And we've hit double Dora with our initial hand, both red Dora as well. Okay, 9-man. So good run in Sozu. Pair potentially established, though it does mean we'd have to cut a Dora. And one he's played will play ours as well. So a win here would be quite nice if we get a double Dora winners dealers, get 70,000 points, or 7,000 points. Just give us that little bit of a cushion to rise. We obviously still have a dealer turn, presumably at the end of the game, so we don't have to do everything here. But this is when we want to be scoring points, because they're worth more. Well, we have a safe tile against that, so we will play that. Slightly annoying when this happens, but can't help it. Some people, you will get people with fast starts every now and then. Just got to assume it's going to be on something awkward. Play 1-2 into that. That means the 3-6 is probably the worst thing I can play against that. I'm going to go for an edge 1. Hope that we can get lucky and prove a 3-6. He's also played no Sozu whatsoever. Yes, that was the tile I'd probably identify as risky, but Rise playing it first is useful for us. No need to Khan and give additional value. So a 6-4-7 puts us tempo if we can make the white pass, which conveniently it now does. So 6-0, 4-7 dots. Not quite. Play white. That's right by that. And a 4's been played, but a 6 hasn't. Or is the 8 dot? If it is, fine, yeah. Oh, it was a big hand as well. 2 Dora. Oh god, what is that nonsense? Alright, fine. Can't be helped. The Riichi is with not a lot of information going. I could have tried to play some other tiles around that, but in my opinion, just as likely. So, recovery plan now. Okay, that's new. Or is it? I have no idea. I'm not sure what that's indicating, or is that just the game ID? Okay, anyway, we have 10,000 points to make up, though. East and South round call from Rise suggests Honitsu. He is double south, of course, so let's play that now. Yeah, nice. I checked 10 minutes ago for the link. There wasn't. There really was not. There was, however, a link 10 minutes after we started. but because I'm an organised person, you know, I can't do things at that point. Anyway, you missed a questionable deal in, if nothing else. Also, hi. But yeah, it's a tight East game at the moment, so nothing too much to speak of. I've just lost the lead to the biggest hand, to Suwanko. So, hi, Larry. Ruin's playing his second Dora. So most likely, most likely using Pinzu of some sort. And that, unfortunately, means I'm not going to be playing into that. We'll just go 2-1-1 and see what we can do around this. Still possible we could sneak in Itsu, but 7's really awkward to get rid of against both players. 6 is a good draw, though. Nice. Unfortunately, I was working. I was actually busy at work, so I wasn't able to catch any of the stream. But hey, no. Well, I was wondering. That's why I had you on a Honitsu on dots, but presumably with everything else going on. Double Suji. Yeah, we'll risk the double Suji. 100% a bluff. Absolutely. It could still be a bluff. Drawing 5 makes this a little... Oh, actually, that's fine. Play the last East. Fortunately, I don't think Itzy's a thing we can do here. We get rid of 3-4 on the basis that I thought the 7 was dodgy. Could have all Dargans. So Falcon played since? Doesn't look like it. If we can keep drawing safe tiles, we will be safe. Well, we got 6 if we need an extra discard. And actually, with all the 6s out, question then becomes how many 8s are there? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all the 8s are out, so I think 6 and 7 are both safe. Fortunately, can't play the 4, which is what we'd like to play, I suppose. Could risk 7 now and just give ourselves that one last draw for things. Apparently not. Alright. Worth our one last draw. Waiting on a 2-pin. Well, this is reasonable. There are 3 people currently waiting. Demo, Larry, and you. Yeah, let's go 2-1 here. Okay, Suwanko with Dragon. I don't really want to call sequence. I suppose we could call that and try and force a Tanya, but still 6-9 be useful here, so rather not restrict ourselves. Having already given Suwanko 2 calls. Alright, 5's an okay draw. We'll go with that. And he's just Sumos. So, white Dora. Alright, 2000 to maintain lead. have last door turn. As Kara says, we are waiting on one more. Okay, double south for this round. We have a pair of dragons. Green can be played next. Do we know who Suanko is? Pass? I actually don't know who he is. I don't even know if he's in Discord. Nice. Okay. So we have a double Yakuhai Tenpai available, and we'll take it, waiting on the 7, I think is going to be better. We get single weight on the 6, but that's not great. So we're not expecting to actually double south. It probably still is worth going. Yeah, it is worth a call for double south. But this is really indicating what it is if I go that way around. Mind you, it's kind of indicating with this as well. Well, triple Yakuhai plus Dora. And we might change this onto something else in a little bit. We'll see. Random 4-man weight? CG trap? Yep. This is better. I guess there's no reason we're calling anything else from now on, so... Last Chiso does nothing for us. Unless we want to be in a hell weight, which I don't. Nine-pin. I kind of like 9-pin at the moment. That also gives us Chanter and things as well. There we go. Yep, I really like 9-pin. 9-pin is best weight. Mangan off of the current leader. Fortunately puts it below a 30k game again, but we'll take it. That undoes the Mangan I gave him earlier, actually, going into the last hand. And we got a route to victory. I mean, I already set a bunch of Pinzu shenanigans with my thing getting around that. I don't know if I want to go for this. We'll hold off a turn. That's a good draw. 9 doesn't do anything different to what we've already got, so we'll go with that. Okay. Just need to complete the hand. Hopefully drawing another 6 would actually be... I mean, that'd be the last 6. But we do need to pair something up. And Rise has played my entire Manzu side of things to try and possibly restrict what I can play on. That though gives me a 4 if I can get something from this. So hopefully a 7-man, cut the 6, speed and tempo on the 2-5 would be the ideal path. We'll see if that happens. Go with that, because I can now call 4 and go either 4 and go with this way around and just be waiting on 7. So I'm literally 14 from victory, so can we draw a 7-man? We cannot right now, anyway. Ultimately, though, we have our Tenpai, so worst comes, we go again. Or we just sumo it. There we go. Alright, that was fortunate. That is the most just about win you can manage in this game. But there we go. 30k. 40.1. And my track record is continuing. 1-4, 1-4, 1-4. So my next one I've got to lose. Alright, so we have Demo, Larry, Kyril, Suanko going into the next game because they were waiting. Unfortunate, sir. Alright, so we'll observe that game unless we do find another one, but woo! So currently we have Rise and Prospero again. As I say, once we have a second game going, I will play, but you know. This is true, but I think marginally trying to do it in the last hand, I don't think there's a way you can win on 1400. I can take 1,000 from a draw, and then I've got to find another 400 somewhere. Oh, does it just end at West 4? Oh, nice. I was not aware it did that. I mean, in fairness, it is sudden death, so, you know, as long as nobody breaks 30k, no reason for it to. But I assumed it went to North. I've got to be absolutely honest. Also, Shiro, are you actually Suanko? Just querying that. Or are you somebody else? And if you are somebody else, would you like to play some Mahjong? That is fine, just checking, because I don't think we got him identified anywhere. And you know what, it's been a long while since we've had a mystery player. The last one was the legendary JPB. But since I now see 4 people in the chat, we are going to have these 4 play a game. So, one of the seats is still randomly become empty again. There we go. Right, onwards. Alright, no worries. Thanks for joining us in any case, but feel free to stay for as long as you like. Alright, second game. JPB is a legend, yep. The legend of JPB. Oh dear god, what is this start? It's been a while since I've had this sort of start, and I forget what you're supposed to do with it. Well, let's just see what happens. If Mono was here, he'd be telling me something, and this is one of the few instances I might be agreeing with him. But ultimately, I can't do anything until something comes up anyway. Preferably this one. Also, we have a long pause in Eater of Secrets. Well, I mean, we'll lean this way round with it, but we'll see. Dragon number 1, and there's the white dragon we wanted. And there's the 7th pin we wanted as well. Okay, so we're Ishan-ten here. If we draw a white dragon, though, we're of course going for this. It's a two-sided Tenpai if the red comes out now, though. Yeah, free pin does nothing. Yeah, we've got to take it. There's always the chance that somebody else has got the pair of the reds already, so there's no point in us going to try and go for the Daisangan. It's much better for us to be in Tenpai with just the one, especially as we're dealer with it, so... But yeah, that was a 5-dragon start with a couple of bonus tiles as well that we might have been able to make use of. And we will take the win off Secrets. Nothing major, just dragon only. Is it a possibility, sir? We have a double door in hand as our dealer turns, so this is looking strong. We can draw a free, so reasonably early. This will be pretty good. Okay, Eater with the dragon. Could pawn that, but doesn't really help us a lot, and we're rid of the other 8 rather than playing a duplicate of this. Then it was a possibility, and it was therefore exactly what it was supposed to be. I mean, whether that was the most optimal way to get there, who knows? But oh, if you got standby, it's fine. Good evening, Draconis. How are we doing? Okay, so we have our pair. I mean, we got 2 pairs actually, but I mean, actually, if we can draw the 8 pin, that would be ideal. We can cut the pair of 1s, go ourselves into Tanya as well. Calling it's not really going to be helpful because we don't have an honor tile. Drawing a triplet would be fine as well. We cut 9 and cut 7. Wrong 7. Okay, double call from Eater Secrets. I think we're gonna dodge. Actually, I could have played the red. That was still fine. But we know the red's going to be definitely safe against everyone. So we can play these 2 off and just get the more risky tiles out of the way first. And hope that we draw something that we develop with. I mean, currently we're showing Tuhan. Could be a Honitsu. He's played tiles in all suits though, except for the outside 9, I guess. Now we draw the 8, of course. Hold off. 1 was safe for this round. Just gonna need to keep an eye on whether he changes his hand up here. Didn't. So 1's still safe if we want it to be. Double Dora. Double Dora Ishanta, and if we can get the red to pass, which we know the red will pass, so I don't know why I'm asking if it will. We just now need to draw one of our pairs. Oh, green is safe, red is safe. I'd love to call that and take the Tempai, but we got enough draws to have a go at this. There's 1, 2, 1, 1 left, and we got 4 safe tiles against whatever Eater's doing. 5 actually with the red dragon. So we'll risk it on a hellwait. Double hellwait it is then. We'd have to reach for it though. Double? Well, it's not really a double hellwait. It's 2, but both of them were just very recently played by Rise, so we will go for this. They're also not the Manzu Honitsu. Thankfully, we played the Manzu that he just played. Oh boy, this could be fun. We'll see. 4 more draws. Can I draw either of the last 1 or the last 2? And no worries, Draconis. Feel free to join us when you can. Somebody can call that. That's a really dodgy tile to be playing against the Honitsu. Yep, there we go. Oh boy. Worth the gamble, but he was always going to play on. So 1,000 gained, 6,700 lost. Sounds about right, as well as my dealer turn. This, though, is a very strong start. And it was Riichi, Double Dora, and Sumo for basically Among and as dealer, so we kind of had to go for it. Just those are the risks with a low win chance. Still, with 3 calls, he was probably showing a hand that could have been more valuable than that, and a Sumo wouldn't have been that much better for us. Okay, so 5 man for well, 5 man, 4 man, 6 man for Tempai. Or 7 man, actually. Well, we've got plenty of tiles we can draw for Tempai here. 5 probably best, because that gives us the neatest Pinfu shape. That gives us some other options now, so we can draw anything from 4 to 8 dot to get there. Downside with a 4 dot is we would be through a 10. Or we can draw a Dora 8. Reach 2 Dora on the 7, which is the indicator. So there's only 3 of them. You know what? I'm feeling ambitious. Gonna go with this. Reach double Dora. It's an early one, so we'll see what happens. We would have needed to draw something around the there anyway, so we would have needed to draw the 7 to improve the hand any. So I guess it makes sense. We're going to go for it anyway. If somebody wants to risk things around Medora, that's their problem. We're just hoping to draw the last remaining ones before Rise, who has decided to attack this. He is dealer, so entitled to. Thankfully did not get the double ton off of our discard. That would have been rather awkward. Yeah, we didn't have Tanya with this. This is not. Well, I mean, it's freehand, but we could probably have tried to do something else with this. Although we had to cut. Yeah. The thing is, to improve this, we'd either need to draw the 6 to the 8, which would have been Dora, so Dora 2. That would have been an improvement, and as proven, we would have drawn it. Not that we knew that. So, with the limited ability to improve the hand, reaching on this for the 7 seems reasonable. At least slow people up. See what happens. And, yeah. Manzu are being played. And Prospero deals our winner. And we must have hit some Uridura because that's the Mungan sign. We did. We hit an Uridura for Mungan. Hey, lose 7,000 points. Earn 8,000 points. Alright, so we're back above our starting point and in second. Eater of Secrets still in the lead by the points we gave him earlier. So 7,700 minus the 300 bonus difference. So Mungan behind, East 4. We've been in worse positions. Also, hello, Rumi. We have 2 full games currently going on, so you might have to wait a little bit. Both of them started relatively recently, so hopefully they will get you in the next one. South. Don't know why I was hesitating. It was always south. Yeah, wasn't sure if you wanted to lurk, but I noticed you in the lobby just waiting, so I thought I'd mention. If other people do want to join in, we could get a 3rd game going. It's been known to happen. Okay, Prospero with the double ton. So dealer comeback from Prospero apparently on the way. We'll see. Hit Dora again, so north. Currently live, but better to play it on turn 3 than turn 13. Same for the White Dragon, which is probably going next. Hey look, it is in fact Mahjong. Hello Tybo, how are you doing? Ah, no worries. I mean, it's unlikely, but if I do notice 2 or 3 people in the queues, I will mention it. Okay, get rid of a 9 here because we need a 7 either way. Might as well get rid of the slightly more useless tile. There are 6s around that. Let's cut the 1s here. We can still potentially draw a 3 to make this a bit more useful. I mean, we're now up to 4 pairs with 2 Dora. wouldn't say this is the best position to go in for a 7 pairs hand, but... It's probably our closest tempo right now. Let's see, draw 7, draw 7, draw 6. Still 3 away. So 3 away whichever way you slice it, really. And 7 man's just been proven safe by Prospero, so thank you very much, sir. Alright, triple over 6s. Oh dear. It's probably worth mentioning I haven't really read through Riichi Book 1. And I probably almost certainly should be doing that. Alright, so here we're up against 3 calls. We have a lot of random things that there. I'm actually going to play... We see 2 7s recently. We're going to play the 8. We're going to play the 8s out, and we're not going to go in for... any of that. I mean, ultimately, I've long ago been fairly happy with the fact that I am at the level I am at Mahjong, and I'm not massively invested in improving it. We're Rishanten with this, which could also have a Sanshku chance. Draw 5, toss Fedora. I mean, long shot. 4 was safe to rise. I have to make the 6 dot pass though, which doesn't look good against the secrets. Half Suji certainly, but this is the worst kind of it. If those are 3s, I'd be more happy about playing the 6. No, maybe we just are done here. So play the 6. That now means the 3 has more chance of being safe here, but importantly, does he play... He played the half 5 from his hand. So we could call that, be greedy, but I think we're going to avoid it. So we're assuming Tenpai here. I'm going to play 2. I think we are definitely on the fold-ish plan here. We have 2 Dora. We know where most of the value is. Yeah, a little bit, but it was our best option. He already had it. So 4,000 win from Eater of Secrets, expanding his lead and becoming dealer with that move. We are still second. Okay, we have Shiro currently waiting in the queues, but he's the only person. I'll let you know as that changes. So, 9 pin. So draw north in the south round. Which we'll probably play next if we don't get anything too terrible. Yeah, we'll play that now. I'd rather know if somebody's got Dora free right away, especially on a random north. And the most worrying person for that would be Prospero, which would just be instant Mungan territory. And it wouldn't be the end of the world even if that was the case, because, you know, he's not the person currently in the lead. Alright, 3 pairs, a lot of Manzu. Need to develop this a little bit. Okay, 4 pairs after turn 4. And we have enough reasonably outside tiles to have a go at this, I think. We'll see. Might regret playing the north now. Yeah, we'll play west. It's probably still much easier for us to get to Tanyo than 7 pairs from this, so we're not committed. But we'll see what happens. 7 pairs, though, is an option. And if it is an option, probably want to try and maximize it. But again, 1 is probably fine here. Anyway, dealer calls the dragon, so he's just after some bonus points. Currently has a 12,400 gap on us, which is relevant, because we're the closest person to him. And also we have the next dealer turn. And of course, this being the South 1, he has to survive each of our dealer turns as well. Prospero with a reach across from us, though. We have 2 definitely safe tiles, so we're going to throw both of them at him here. And if we are going for anything, it's going to be Tanyo. We don't have a lot of info. In fact, we're getting info from other people rather than information what he's put on there. So 3-4 very early on suggests he doesn't have a lot of Manzu, or if it does, high end and complete. Okay, live 9-pin, and that is a reach only cheap hand, 1300, but moves the game on. It's worth noting also that Prosper is the last dealer, so it's in his interest to just get himself to the dealer position and then build up some momentum to that. We start with a set of dragons, which is always a nice thing to start with. And we're dealer as well, so we can call anything. And at least have a win. We are 12-4 behind. So Manga and Sumo is enough. I'll ever get Manga and Sumo with this unless circumstances rapidly change. But still. Okay, 4 not useful tiles. Yeah, we're not interested in doing carning shenanigans with this. We still need a pair, which we're hoping is going to be one of these two. Ito's still on the attack. We'll play the safe tile against him here. There's a double Dora call, though, from him, so we got to at least be alert for that. We also have to be alert for the reach that's just happened. Well, we can play a definite safe tile for now. Oh, do we want to gamble the east against him here? I think we will. So currently the way this hand is building, we're going to have to get rid of a green dragon to continue. So we're going to do that. Because we're going to need a pair ultimately, and we don't have anything that's going to be obviously that, so we'll cut there and see what happens. Question is, do we want to push for this? We played the one right after, or at least that was right before, wasn't it? Yeah. Still, we'll have a go. That's one draw. He played a 9 right before the reach. An 8's been proven safe. If he wants a Manzu tile, it's going to be a 7. Half Suji. Just as risky in all honesty, but this puts us 1 away. Can reach if we can get the 2-5, 5-8. Two-sided reach, and it will immediately pass, so we're fine. 2-5. He's going to sumo now. Yeah. Have my reach stick, sir. And you were waiting on the same tiles by the look of it. Ah, well. It was a 2,000 point hand, but thankfully the gap with myself and Rise means that we're still in second here. But we now need to catch up 13-9 on merit in 2 hands. So the only way we're going to get that is if we can get the Honitsu here. And get some additional value thrown in as well for good measure. So we're going all in from the side here. And see if we can develop this. If nothing else, this is going to look odd. Yeah, we're not going to call the East either. We're going to hold off a turn. We might call the second one, but wouldn't be a high value hand if we did that anyway. 6-man. So this is definitely forcing, but we have a backup plan of possible Itsu. And we now have a safe white dragon. See, they're going aggressive. I mean, he doesn't have any yield turns left. I probably wouldn't be going quite as all in as he currently is, but again, yeah. Mahjong is situational. And for the moment, I'm not sure what else I could really do against him here. Right, pair of eights is good. Alright, that gives us our in. So we know the white dragon is going to be safe. It's for the last one, so it's now just whether we can get that east we missed out on earlier and paused rather too long on. Which we do. Alright, so we have a Honitsu Itsu, potentially. It's just whether we can get the 4 dot or the 7 dot out. Roshmore has played nothing but dot tiles for the moment, so it's possible it comes out of him. Not ideal, because for us to win, it needs to come out of secrets. Oh, that's a terrible tile to draw right now. Oh boy. How badly do we want to force this? The thing is, we're only 3,000 away from Prospero, and he's on a Sozu set. I'm amazed that passed. I'm amazed I went to play it, in all honesty. I must really want this. Anyway. You know, I'm trying to get myself down to 4th because we're going to pass another door now. If nothing else, this should make the Honitsu threat at least seem semi-valid here. We've played 4 Dora. Yeah, there we go. Final dealing. It was a white dragon only with 1 Dora though. So we do drop to 3rd. 1,000 points off the end. We do need to make that back. So yeah, probably a little too aggressive. But hey, it's a tight game, and at this point now, we could definitely fall the last. So I'll say I predicted that. Two Dora. One of them is a Dragon Dora though, so we'll see. Hatsu. So ultimately we're going for either the single dragon weight or we're going for... Well, we just need to draw dragons ultimately. Give me that dragon. You don't want to turn 4 pause. Alright, call for win. This will be a cheap hand. It's almost in our favour to have him win at this stage. At least to preserve 3rd. I mean, it's not an insurmountable lead if we do get the dragon. Choose. Alright, let's go this way. So we have 2 closed weights that we need to fill in, and we also need to get rid of one of our 2 sets of pairs. Looks like the 2 So is going to be the best way for that. Though Res could be on a 2-5 weight. Yeah, 3 1s are gone, so if we... Actually, 2 4s are gone as well. This is not a likely thing to come off. But, sumo's happened anyway, so we will finish 3rd. Symbols only, which was the correct thing to do in that case. We will finish third, which is not quite the 1-4 that I was planning on doing. So, huzzah. So we've gone plus 20.1 for the day so far. This eye. Oh well. I think I'm going to observe the next one and we'll go and shuffle the tables around when things happened. Oh yeah, our game is already over. It was quite a quick one. So we have Shiro, we have Link, we have Prospero, we have one more slot if anybody wishes to jump in. We have had a few people end from the last game, so I imagine one of those will. Larry's being mean. Go Larry. He hasn't won any games at this point, as far as I can tell on the spreadsheet. And think, he'll get a whole 10 bonus points for, well, 5 bonus points for beating you, 10 bonus points if he actually wins the game. And we have Ruby. Okay, so that game is going to start, and we will observe the other one that's currently going on. Let's see Larry be mean. Yeah, I did mention it in Discord, but I'm now adding a sort of bonus point system. Basically, for the top 3 players, nothing changes. So currently, the top 3 players at the start of the stream, Mono, you, and me, nothing changes. Our points are exactly the same as they were before. Now, if anybody can beat us in rank, they earn a small amount of points based on our position. So, beating you in rank gets them an extra 5 points. If they actually win a game, which you happen to be in, they gain 10 points. For me, it's 25 and 10, and for Mono, it's 15-15. However, the top 3 cannot score bonus points. They are just the targets. This is the fairest way to put a bounty system in place without making it, let's break down Mono's mountain because he's too far ahead of everybody else. So really, it's only benefiting people who are lower down in the position order than, you know, they can gain points up until the point they become third at the start of a stream, at which point they are the target player. And you can earn a small amount of points by finishing above them. But fundamentally, for you and me and Mono, nothing changes. Until next stream, if the positions have changed. Which I felt was the fairest way, as I say, fairest way to do it without... Because we're thinking about some systems, and doing a point exchange or a point betting system sounds fun, but it's extremely swingy, and it means that if I were to finally crack down Mono's mountain, which, not looking likely, I've only gained 20 today, if I were to crack that down, it would sort of cheapen it a little bit. So this means that for the top 3 people going for the top spot, really, nothing actually changes, and we still have to earn all of the points back, the 435 before the stream began. We have to actually earn those. But this way, it gives people like Draconis, Yarok, Karma, Link Joker an ability to climb up the order until they get to the point, and then obviously bonus points for beating them. It also encourages people to play games against Mono. And you and me, I suppose. And in fact, if all 3 of us happen to be on a table, and somebody beats us, they will earn an additional 85 bonus points. Yeah, no, there's no point loss. For the 3 of us, nothing has changed. All that matters is that people playing us will get additional points if they can beat you either in rank or overall. Anyway, I should really have things up. Yeah, so show hands, show dealing tiles. Okay, so Larry is looking quite good here. In fact, I can see why you're calling him a bully. He's got 2 there. He's in the dealer spot. 3 Dora. Okay, but that ace is a dealing tile. Kept hold of it, sure. So 4-8 pair weight. Pair of 5s. He's going to change up, play through the 2s of the Souths. Throws the 2-3 away. I guess makes sense. He has to draw another one of his triplets, really, or he just has to work around things. No, okay. For the South, then he's got to, presumably, unless he can. Oh no, it's South round. He can win off South. That's all he can win on, admittingly, but. I wonder if he's just dodging Demo, who is, as you can see, on a free call outside hand. They're not dodging very well if he's playing the 1. Actually, that one was safe earlier. This is where it comes with me observing a game halfway through and not quite realising everything that's gone on up to this point. But I imagine Carl's about to deal into Larry, thus calling him mean. Although... I don't see Carl playing South in this position, so we'll see. Ah, Nemo might have to do it here. And does. So Larry picks up some additional points for a South Dora. Picking his way up to 44,700. So it looks like Larry's on course to get a bunch of... to move up the rankings a little bit. Anyway, let's follow Larry's progress. So, dealer, first repeat, and with a good starting hand. So yeah, two away from the start. That's a good draw. Still two away, but he's now got a few more options in Manzu. And a possible Itsu as a thing he could attempt. Meanwhile, Carol did pick up a triplet of dragons, but the rest of the hand is a bit far away, certainly further away than Larry's. Suanko's hand looks quite good, it looks reasonable, but again, a bit of work to be done. Demo. 3 pairs, a triplet, and a south, so he's basically Shanten. In fact, he is Shanten. Nothing basically about it. Easy Shanten, but obviously he's relying on getting those pairs finished. I suppose he could go 6-9 and go for a Peiko style reach as well. So yeah, no, he can go pairs or he can go for that. So the question is though, is Larry going to complete his wow, Junchan Sanshikyu is what looks like this could be at the absolute high end. Might even be worth going for it in all honesty, because he could have got one set done. Junchan is 2 Han open. Kept the dealership going. He's got a 17,000 lead against Chiral, so who doesn't have a dealer position left. The closest lead against Demo is his closest rival who has dealer turns left, and who has just reached. So he's on that 6-9 weight we mentioned. So if he can make the 3-pin pass, which we know he can, but whether he will play that is a question mark here. He could play the 7 for safety. Plays the 3. Brave decision, and it's paid off for him, I think. Second reach. So this is on a 1-4, and is just a reach Pinfu Dora, which Chiral disrupts for Tenpai himself, waiting on the 3-4 and deals in. Reach Pinfu Dora. 39. Suanko picks up a few additional points, but is still quite a way behind. But Suanko has the benefit of being the last dealer. So Larry, 2 turns to survive. Gonna stick with Larry. We know who we're supporting in this game. So let's just have a quick scan of the hands here. Chiril's looks okay. 2 Dora if nothing else, and reasonably connected. Larry, yeah, it's reasonable. There's a bunch. He's got 4 tiles away from anything though, but he could get a potential lot of value out of this if he can. Yeah, okay, he's actually going straight hard for the Chanter here, I think. Not biased at all. Absolutely not. But you know, Larry has 16 games and no wins. Of course, I'm supporting the underdog here. Demo. The dealer has a good hand, actually. I mean, obviously, this is early days, but this is pretty much the type of hand you want as dealer. Plenty of options for getting a bonus triplet. All still available. The rest of the hand is very connected, so he's now at the point of having to decide which of his bonus tiles he wants to get rid of. Suanko, probably the worst hand on merit of the 4 of them, but we'll see. Yeah, it's South following because those have now been played by people. Chiral drew one of his middle tiles, so getting a little closer there. Indeed, Team Larry! How are you doing, sir? Good on you, Chiral. Unfortunately, Demo has decided to go for his Tanyo attack by the look of it. Well, I say Tanyo attack, he's just going to get to Tanyo. Hey, spoilers, sir! I haven't got that far, I'm 5 minutes in the past. Okay, Larry's either playing safe or just didn't want to keep the dragons, which I guess is fine. He might be deciding... He might be deciding other people are in Empire and just trying to fold out, which he's got enough of a lead to not have to worry about that. 56 is a lot to catch. Well, 21-6 is his gap to Kyrol, which is a long way for Kyrol to do in two hands, non-dealer. Demo and Suanko could potentially do it, but they'd need a lot of dealer repeats. And his hand is not quick. Essentially good, but not quick. Alright, meanwhile, how is Larry doing? He might get rid of his East now that Kyrol's played one. I think he's his only bar to anything here because he's East Shanten. So Anka still has a loose dragon to get rid of. Yeah, so he's now got his ability. He's now got the ability to call up. He can call the 4 pins for a Tanya. Well, it doesn't look as if anybody else has got them, so not likely to happen there. Yeah, Larry's just folding this out. He's not risking. He's not risking dragons at this late stage. Although, yeah, the green we know is safe. The red is a bit questionable. Okay, Reach from Kyrol. Reach is on a 5-8. And it's Reach, Pinfu, Dora. Which is enough to probably secure Kyrol's second place, so Reach, Pinfu, Dora is probably all he needs. And now come out the greens. He might have been keeping that for safety rather than just for nonsense, in all honesty. Okay, Demo has not played the winner. The question is, will Larry? Nope, he's getting rid of his one, so he's out for the moment. Can a Reach into the deal in? So Kyrol will pick up some points here. Not many, but I say not many. 3 on 39. Not enough to worry Larry, I think, is the correct definition on how many, but enough to give him a big buffer to third place, which is 12,000 something at this point. So Demo would need a lot. So Kyrol's only threat for falling down to third is going to be Suanko going on a dealer rampage. Also, just to confirm, so Easy gains 25, Rise gains a bonus 10. I won the first game, of course, so there were no bonus points issued for game 1. Game 2, Eater Secrets earned an extra 25, Rise earned an extra 10. They worked. Oh, do you need... Hold on. I've paused it just because you said that, but... Yeah, we wait until you get back. And then obviously any bonus points from this game, which currently looks like it's just going to be... Everyone playing, please look away. Well, it's fine. I will pay close attention to it in 5 minutes' time. It'll all be good. Because replay isn't going to pause. It'll catch up. Yeah, this is true enough. Alright, I can look away. That's fine. We'll just observe the other game. Weren't quite in the hand that I think was too relevant for it, but... No, it makes sense. Alright, so moving on to the other game that is currently in progress. Show hands, dealing tile. No bonus points on offer for this one, unfortunately, but... Okay, he's back. Fine. Restore. So we'll observe this one for a little bit. The suspense is killing him. It's fine, Larry. All you have to do is just win one. It's fine. Win one and you're there. Also, don't lose all those points. So, Rumi currently having second place. Tight battle with Shiro currently. On the East 3 though, Prospero's come off worse from the start of this by the look of it. Let's see. Oh, I mean, that game is over. Okay. Well, since that game is over, and I was kind of observing it up until that point, I will go back and just do it. Was that suspense literally over the tile that was about to win? Oh well. Hold on. Show hands, dealing tile. We will unfortunately get to the pause, but at least we'll have vision of everything at that point. Alright, so Kyrol with a monster hand here for Dora. Larry has 3 calls, waiting on a 4-7. And Kyrol does have a loose 7. I mean, what would Kyrol have to do to actually win this? He'd need a Hanneman. No, we need a Byman, actually. He'd need... Hanneman Sumo I don't think is enough. Byman Sumo definitely would be enough. Well, let's see. I will join the game that's about to start, but I obviously want to watch the end of this. So, Riichi and 4. I mean, Byman the win. What upgrades could he possibly reasonably expect here? He might just decide, obviously, that he's happy waiting on the 7 here, but we'll see. It's Hanneman. If you reached and got an extra Uridora, you would hit Byman, which is the only consideration I would have about him reaching here. But again, it's a long shot in any case, and he might be waiting for the specific right tile. And as we've already established, it's the Friso, which he got rid of. Yeah, fair. I was just looking at the math side of things. I assume this is where the pause is about to happen, because unfortunately the pauses now have to play out in real time. Oh boy. No, that wasn't quite it. True, but again, you're reasonably safe to second. The only thing you're worrying about is, suppose, a Suanko repeat or a demo Hanneman. Which, given he's played 2 Dora, doesn't seem... Oh, 1 Dora, sorry. I don't know why I counted 2. Given he's playing 1 Dora, you see where 4 of them are. It's unlikely. Well, yeah. And here we go. Now we watch the pause. Thankfully, it's not much to wait once this happens, but... Yeah, reasonable. I mean, that is a high end. I mean, in my thought process, it'd probably be he's just going for a quick hand to win the game. Could be on anything, but I don't know. I mean, I might have risked it, but only on the basis that I don't feel that, because I know where all the Dora are. I don't know. I guess the counter risk is, of course, when you reach, you have a chance of just dealing into demo, and then he only needs half the value, which he could easily have without Dora. So, I say it's the difference between needing the win and, you know, and yeah, even then, absolutely. So I'm assuming this is going to end in an exciting draw. It does in fact end in an exciting draw, which means that Larry earns 10 bonus points. It was a spicy and suspenseful draw. So, GG Larry, you've earned a win. 56.2 points are yours. In fact, 66.2 points. Alright. So, with that, and okay. So, we have Karma, Suanko, myself, and one more. Yeah, looks like it's going to be Chiral. Alright, let's go. Alright, so if I can follow up my pattern here and go on 1 4 1 4 2. Yeah, this. Sorry, I went 1 4 1 4 1 3. So this is clearly now the time to win, or at least finish second. I mean, there were probably other people who could have jumped in. It would have been fine. Okay, so Karma's starting dealer. Had better hands. Had worse hands as well. Indeed. I guess we follow the dragon. Immediately draw a second dragon, of course. So not getting an awful lot of help from things, but early days. And I guess we have Tanyo attack as an option if we can make the east pass at any point. Okay, that is the one situation where we don't just toss the 9, so we might want to keep that for a 7. Because I suppose Chanter is an option. Outside option, I suppose, really more than anything, but doesn't want to play this east next. Want to, not going to. Give it one more round. Okay, Suanko on the quick stack. Yo, Mono, how are we doing? See, the big target is here now. The big target for bonus points. How are you doing anyway? Yeah, so I basically made it in chat. I've been up since 5 AM, so I kind of felt I wanted to play early. And nobody massively objected to me doing so, so yeah, stream started about an hour ago. Well, hour and 20 ago. Nice, okay. Ishanten for Pinfu Dora 1. Well, Pinfu potential Dora 1. No worries. So there is now a bonus point system in effect, but really for you, me, and Chiral, nothing has changed. Oh, I don't like 6-pin here. But basically, the players who started the stream 4th or lower have the opportunity to earn bonus points by winning or at least beating us in rank. Obviously, you being in first, you are responsible for most of those points, but It's fine. It's only a small bump for them, and it's not going to grind down that 400 and whatever point mountain you have. At least not to me and Chiral, I guess. Oh, I'm glad 6-pin passed here. So glad that passed, because that was dodgy. Anyway, so we're in a 1-4 Dora wait, potentially. So reach pin 2. Sumo in 1 would be ideal, but we'll see. I have a half CG, but I don't think that anyone's going to care too much about that. Yeah, we might have broken Chiral, which is good. Can we draw one of the 7 remaining? I mean, if not, I'm quite happy to take a draw state now, so... Save green, 1 more draw remaining. And then I think Chiral has the high T? Nope. Karma will have the high T. I think Suanko might have folded against us, which is useful if he has. Oh, Chiral. Reach pin for Ura. Not the high side, but hey, we'll take a slight bump before the game really begins into East 2. Fortunately, this hand is not particularly good, although we can draw south. Well, draw out these so we can do something with it. But ultimately, this is the hand before this is the hand to go into our dealer turn, so we want to, well, at least see if we can make it. But this is not really an attacking hand. At best, it's going to be the value of the last one. All right, trade dragon for dragon. The one good news about both Chiral and me being in the same game is that Karma and Suanko, for beating us, will earn 2 sets of bonus points. If they can do it, of course. Yeah, so if they win, they will earn 35 additional points because 25 for beating a player currently in second, 10 points for beating a player currently in third. If they just outrank both of us, they can earn 15 points or some combination thereof, depending on where me and Chiral actually finish. That being said, that gives them extra points. It doesn't make us lose points. We do not lose points for being beaten, other than the points we would normally lose. So yeah, it is a target system without actually... Anyway, yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, no. Mono now has absolutely no excuses if I just decide to weaponize the entire chat against him. Alright, not going to take that. We are going to, however, just play our ones. Oh yeah, Bold Warlock. You actually earn 10 bonus points for winning a game that Chiral was a part of. Chiral is in third place, so you only gain 10 bonus points for winning a game he was part of. If you just beat him in the rank, you'd have got 5 points, but as you won the whole thing, you get the full 10. The way the bonus points are established is that Mono is worth 50 and 15. I'm worth 25 and 10. Cairo is worth 10 and 5. And this will be from the start of the stream, basically. You're playing 9. So yeah, the positions and the persons that are the targets are started from the start of the stream until the end of the stream. I'm not really going for this. I'm just trying to dodge... trying to dodge karma. As we all know, this hand does not exist. Alright, Sumo Well I'm Not Dealer is fine. It wasn't a particularly high value one. Oh dear. You're not allowed to have a high luck stat before you come into this. Alright, dealer turn then. Start with South. Yeah, unfortunately I was up awake at 5 AM this morning, so I felt that the stream should start a little early. I did announce it in Discord, but I don't actually know if you're part of that yet. Cheetoy will always be mean to you. You were trying to wait on a single tile. I mean, there's not an unreasonable chance that all the tiles are just in people's hands. And feared him. There is now a bonus point system in place, so if you can outrank Mono, you will score 15 bonus points. If you actually win a game that Mono is in, you will earn 50 bonus points. Just as an incentive to play better against him. Yeah, as I say, it's sort of headhunting without actually being, you know... Because I was thinking about actual systems where you would actually take points from the person you beat if he was on this list. But I felt that would be a bit mean, and if I were to climb the mountain because other people just stole points from Mono, that wouldn't feel as accomplished, just me gradually working my way up and finally toppling him. Or, you know, Mono falling down the mountain. Both of those are fine. But, you know, the way the system works is basically the top 3 people are targets to everybody else, but they get no benefit from other than, you know, having most points. Play North now. 800 now, 200 to go. I mean, you were at 800. You're at 786 right now because you lost your last... Well, you lost a few points in the last game you were playing. But yeah, you still have a gap of about 415 points based on my actions today. I've only gained 20 in 2 games because I went first and third. And we have a reach while I'm the dealer. I'm not sure I agree with this, so we're going to attack it. This is probably the worst layout for this, but you never know. It is at least safe. We'll see. Not going to call this third tile. Double Suji. And this, so this is kind of what we're hoping on here, that we can connect something up with this 8-so. Drawing a 7 would be awesome. 7 die, I mean. Could I have done something with that 8? Yeah, but I think we're better off doing this. Simmered anyway. Well, we fought that as hard as we could, given we were dealer. Risuritsu and 1. So we lose 4,000. Drop to third. Suwanko has the 30k threshold, and we move to East 4. It was very much a long shot, but I don't know. The hand felt big. Big enough that I didn't want him to sumo it. But, you know, these things happen. Also, just as a consequence of the way the system works, if both Kyril and I are in the same game and you happen to win it, you get the full bonus points from both of us. So in this case, 35 points for beating both myself and Kyril. For placing above us, 10 points for placing above me, 5 points for placing above Kyril. Unless you win, of course, in which case you get the full benefit. So we need 2 closed weights in order to finish this hand off, but if we do, it is a double door hand. Problem really is that I need the indicator. I mean, not that many of those left. Still, Dora has been played by Karma, so we've got to be aware of that. If we're going to break up any of them, we're going to break up this one, I think. Especially with Kara playing his 9s early. Well, no, you are commenting on a live game, just FYI. Speculation's fine, but... Okay. Ishanten, waiting on the door indicator, unless I can draw it. In which case we're waiting on the 7. Not the best of weights, but yeah, no, waited on worse. Worse for low value, actually. South. Carol could also want this 147, or at least the 4-7 part of it. Instant reach on the 7-man. We'll see what happens. Manzu, basically none played. So let's just see if we can draw him. 2 Dora if we can. Let's see if we can be punished for this. I'm more hoping to put people off, but Kyril hasn't moved, so Kyril's still on for this. Yep, Kyril pursuits. I imagine he got a better weight than mine, but we'll see. Draw of a 7. Draw of a 7, steal 1,000 points off Kyril. Come on. No, north. You shouldn't want that, though. Alright, 7-man. Wrong man. Good thing neither of us are in a Manzu weight. Well, I'm in a Manzu weight. I don't think Gyro is. Oh, I could be in that. I said 4-7. I said 4-7. Yep. Bloody called it. Oh well. Your lead looks safe, Mono, don't worry. Alright, work to do. So 3-4-5 Sanchiku, Pinfu, Tanyo. Yeah. I mean probably not Tanyo actually with the 9s, but gotta look at the high value right now. Door Dragon. 2 more of those and we could work something with this. So we do need a recovery. Again, I'd rather help Carol now than later. So that's fine. We will move on. Okay, Karma the Dragon. This is fine on balance. So still need free, so still need 5 man. It's only Green Dragon actually come to that. Good draw. Okay, so 5 man is unlikely here. Still 1 left, but it is unlikely. So, Ishanten, if you can draw a 2-5 for dragon only, wait. And a relatively safe white dragon. Actually, almost certainly safe looking at things. So, have a draw another green and hope for a Kanchan. Which we know Kara won't do a Kanchan. We'll hope for a 2-man. That being said, having a green dragon in hand would be more useful. No, been played? No, it hasn't. A couple of 2s are gone. So this weight is looking worse and worse by the moment, but especially since you're determined to play all of them. So 2 is a hell weight, 5 is a hell weight. If that is what it turns out to be. Bugger. So I think the only scenario we attack is if we draw that green now. Oh, that's annoying, but you gotta do what you gotta do. No sense in trying to force this. Two more draws. It's still mathematically possible for us to get to Tenpai, but oh, did we force a Cairo fold? If we forced a Cairo fold, that's quite good. I will absolutely take it if we force Fire Carol to fold this. I don't know if we did, even with this call, but you know, he's obviously upset about something. We forced the fold! I'll take it. I bluffed at the end. And a 2-tile. Yeah. He can say what he wants. We'll take the mind games there. Anyway, useful trial. One already gone, but useful tile nonetheless. So we have a long way to make things up, but we'll see. If we can get to Carnage, then we might. We'll see. Importantly, we still have a deal 10 left, and if we can knock both of these below 30,000, then it puts the game back in our favour. We have a couple of East, don't we? I mean, I basically lose nothing for trying at this point, so we're going to have to keep going. Cut both and see what happens, I guess. I have Chiral out. Downside is we can't card unless we work on this last white dragon. Or we get the two ourselves. Nine passing is okay for us. So we're going to have to try and make the 8-pin pass, which isn't the best against that, but not the worst. Yeah, call for tempo. 1,000 points is better than nothing right now, but we do want a Khan. Actually, we do want a Khan. Why am I dogging with that button? There's the deal in. Breach in 1. Need a shiny hand here. Did not get a shiny hand. Might get a reset. I'll be okay with a North reset. Darn you, Chiral. See, I'd have been okay with a North reset here. Alright, we have 2 definite safe tiles. And I guess the question is, do we try and force this into a Honitsu, or do we go for something else? I think something else based on that. Still going to play the middle 6 and we'll see. Well, that feels bad. Alright, I'll play South out. Oh boy, okay. We're going to need a monster of a dealer turn coming in a moment. Oh, I'm so glad we drew that 6. Alright, well, maybe we haven't gone completely downhill, but certainly could do with some luck here. Okay, so that's all the ones gone as well, so we're probably cutting this entire vein here. That's 4 pairs. Yeah, I don't like this setup. I don't like the 7 pairs we're trying to we're leaning to at the moment. But maybe I'm not supposed to like it. At this point, we could get Hanneman out of it, so... Shanten. West ones are both gone, so it's going to be a dead weight Shanten if we get this wrong. Yeah, do all our 7 dot have a dead weight? With 3 tiles left to go. I mean... They're in worse positions. I think we take it now anyway. Darn it. Alright, West goes. Alright, another game has prepared. So, Mono, Lily, Prospero, and Link are currently going into the next game. Okay, 1-4 draw state. So, we need a good hand here. Let's see. It's not impossible for this to be a recovery game here. Yeah, we need a second Dargan. North is a good... sorry, 2 is a good draw. An early Dragon really helps us though if we can get that done. Pair of 5s is helpful. Not going to call these yet, but that is a very early 7 from Chiral. So we can play our own. And then I think it's on the dragon play. Pair freeze. Alright. Dragon number 1. So I think we're on Toy Toy forced here with Dora. Got it. Thank God we sequenced it that way round. Shanten 7 pairs. 7 man, 2 dot, please. Not quite. Can play that potential Suji to a 2 later. No one has already been played, so it's less likely, but you never know. Dealer Dora free. Let's go. We may regret that later, but right now, gotta take the door free, haven't we? Let's maximize our potential winners, even though that puts us for a 10 again. Or potential for a 10 later. Decisions. We've already dropped to 7, so we're going to drop ours. Carol. Badly didn't need that. But hey. Want to kick him out when he's down. One of my 5s is gone as well. Karma has no fear of this. I think our problem is going to be the 4 man against Cairo, to be honest, but we'll see. Ultimately, we need to be in Tenpai, so I don't think we've got a choice but to go for anything that we can call now. It is unfortunate. Really bad about this is I think we're going to have to play our reds to make it. Come on, play something dodgy. Two more draws to steal it. No, didn't manage it. Well, that's my game done. I'm in last. No worries. I decided to jump off the deep end. Unfortunately, I wasn't exactly in a better position with my 2 calls, so... But he reached into a dealer free. And my only real shot at anything now is to just pull off a behind victory here. You would go into the tournament lobby. Somebody can point you to that. Yeah, I don't know what we do here. We basically have to calm things. Okay. I see one potential route into this. But it's not a good route. Unless I can draw... Well, I'm 5 tiles away from whichever I end up doing, so... But... Yeah, well, I haven't actually, but basically if you jump onto the standard lobby here, we'll see. Thanks for the routing, I don't think it's going to be enough. What I should be doing is I should be aiming for about a 4,000 point hand that I can sumo with, because I think with the way the points are situated right now, a Mungan would actually do it. If I can get a Mungan sumo, I actually force us into West, which is pretty much my only realistic route of winning. Failing that, I need to draw triplets of things I currently have paired. Or I need to start carning things. Both would be suitable. I mean, Riichi answering for 7 pairs now, so who knows. But if I draw any triplets, I think we're going to do with a plan. Fortunately, people keep playing my tiles, unfortunately, rather than me drawing them. So reach 7 pairs, 2 Dora, hope to sumo, hope to take it. I mean, we can Mungan with this. It is definitely possible. Okay, I see a Piffle is currently queued up. Okay. A 5 and a 2, it is possible. Yep, unfortunately, you're the 9th wheel at the moment. We're still waiting. We need another 3 people. However, this game is about to end, so I'm sure you'll get in once this does. Ah, we're all learning. It's fine. Ah, darn it. Okay, 5s are out. So, if we're going to progress this to the almighty comeback hand of doom, we need to draw the last 2 man. Or I could reach and take the Sananko. Chat, do we... No, no question. We're meaning this. We should just take this, but dear God. Dear God, what are we doing? We have Mungan, though, if we can call either the 9 or the 2 here, so... We're going for the Suanko. We have risky tiles now. Actually, these should be fine, but, you know, we've got to play our risky tiles now. We are forcing something with this. I need to draw the last 2. Oh, I should take this. I should absolutely take this. Because if I take this, I have Toy Toy Sananko. At least have Toy Toy Dora and can just win off the last one. But no. We're here to play big. I mean, I should even can this, because I absolutely need the points. But no. Alright. The game, we demand a 2-man. We demand it here. Or a 9-pin. 9-pin will do as well. But we demand a 2-man. Fine. Didn't have a lot of choice. If I had a call, I could have probably killed it, but hey. That is enough to give Suanko the win, so we're not going to complain at that. Hey, alright, so 1-3-4, and I've definitely lost points today. Alright, I'm going straight in for another one. Oh boy. I'll work out these shenanigans later. Actually, I can do that now. But so. Suanko gains 25, gains 35 for just basically heading me. Karma gains 10, I believe, for being ahead of me. Lily's gonna kill us all. You don't know, it could happen. Anyway, I need to go back to match management. Oh boy. Well, I can have to do at least one more. We'll see how I feel after that, but another 4th place is probably going to lead to me having a semi-retirement. Yeah, walk away for it, try to forget it. drink heavily, and eventually come back to lose another game. Yeah, absolutely. I would have loved my Suanko to win at the end there, but nothing's perfect. To be fair, once I saw all the 5s and 2s had gone, I pretty much knew that was unlikely. Calling a 9 would have put me into a Suanko Toy position, which, had I have sumoed it, could have brought us into West Round, which was the original plan. Give myself that Mungan. Anyway, we need one more. Pivotals, Shadow and Karma, and annoyingly that has just happened. Bidip. Chat back up, thank you. But, you know, the long shots are the long shots for a reason. Well, if this isn't going to get into position, I might as well actually watch the other game. Let's find out how Mono is doing. Well, Lizzer is absolutely destroying Mono, who is in last place. So, some comfort. That mountain might be shrinking. We're in East 1. Also, I do not recognize this person. The one I did say he won somebody else on the random draw tonight, so hey. Alright. So Mono Ishanten with Tanyo, Pinfu, Nodora. But with dealer turn and that much of a lead, momentum. He must have won 2 really sizable hands, given this is still East 1. There we go. Decides to go Dharma. Which is probably more out of kindness than anything else, although if the hand was worth a little more, maybe it'd be worth trying to force Mono. But there's the run.
Hello.
So, Pintu only, 1500. Third repeat. Joker comparatively hasn't done anything all game. We do only need one more if somebody does want to start off and we can get another game going. But Lily is going to earn a bucket load of bonus points here. 50 for winning the game with Mono in it. Alright, if you should be working, no worries. Just thought I'd make the offer. I mean, it's a prime time to try and earn some points because I am definitely not in the right frame of luck for this. I'd say frame of mind, but I'm never in the right frame of mind. Frame of luck is definitely more a thing. There we go. So the player has joined us. Okay, so I can actually do that, and hopefully, you know, we'll join by the time East 1 ends. Oh no, why did I do that? Wait for me. No, I didn't want to do this. This is me watching my defeat again. I already know what happened here. So I've gone negative 23.7, I think, for today. Oh dear. I say, only comfort is I think Mono's going to lose more points, but Kyrol's definitely won more. Alright, prepare for match. Let's get this started. Random seeds. Shadow, Solar, Karma, Pivols. Begin! Let's see if we can pull off a Suanko here. Only the second attempt tonight. It should be fine. But I think I pull off a win that at least will undo... Actually, a win or a good second would undo my negative points for today, so... So I guess that is the aim here. Just points. But 25 bonus points on hand for anybody who can win this with me in it, or 10 points for just outranking me. There you go, there's the 4. Alright. Pivotal, Solo, Karma, and myself. Let's see how this goes. We are starting south. We have Ipeiko and a pair already set up. The game is taking pity on me here. So per session. So basically for this session, the top 3 are the top 3. Once this session is over and I recalculate the points for next week, the top 3 will again be the top 3 for that session. The only exceptions to this, as far as I've written it down, are going to be the first 2 or 3 undecided sessions of a season. So the first 3 or 4 mainstreams in January, say, and probably the last one of the year will have no bonus points for the last stream of the year, which is our traditional play until midnight, and then we crown Mono as the champion. But in terms of all things, the top 3 will be determined from whoever's top 3 at the end of the last session. Like I said, I think there was a reasonable buffer. A game done. Oh, dear God, Mono. Has that mountain come down a little bit? I mean, I wouldn't say I've had a brilliant day to try and climb it, but Carol's done okay, I think. Somebody else must have. With Apatsu deal in on North. Yeah, I'm negative 23-ish, I think. It is what it is. As I say, I mean, I do want a system to encourage catch-up play, but I didn't want it to be a system that, you know, took away cheaply from what is only really impressive, consistent achievements of you just being dominating. Currently we have Lily, Link, and Prospero ready to queued up. I don't know if Mono wants to go through that again. The never-ending East one, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. I'll take this. Riichi, Chanyo, Ipeiko. Or Riichi, Peiko. We'll see. And I have some Carnage that I could potentially do. Alright, so it's the same game as last time. Let's hope this ends outside of East 1. Oh, we have a disconnect. Pause. Plus 1.7. Oh boy. Oh well. I mean, things happen. That mountain is just never is doomed to eternally climb. It's a real shame. Because I mean, in fairness, I wasn't expecting the game to just end like that. Otherwise, I'd have shuffled the tables around. Alright, Soda's back. Still. I suppose I should have waited. It's fine. Bivals was waiting for a game, and so we have obliged by providing one. And we will take an Ipeiko and Riichi only. That's fine, I noticed. That's why we paused. Well, we'll see. Maybe somebody will come along who just has the absolute luck of the gods. Because I think that's what it would require at this point. I mean, I've honestly, for the last 2 months, have me going win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. My win ratio is about 27, 26%, which is about what you would expect in a 4-player game. But, yeah. I've just Mono had that 2 or 3 sessions of just absolute consistency, winning or finishing second in every single match for about 3 weeks solid. And since then, he's had... You are at about 50% win ratio, actually. Because, I mean, you started and won nearly every game you played. At one stage, we were worrying about you. You know what? I'm going to go with this. This isn't a great hand, but we'll go for it anyway. So, 8 or 2 bet. 8-man, 2-so for a Chanter Dragon. Bit of an unusual dealer attack. There's very little that helps us here, but unfortunately that has happened. Darn. Well, we'll see. We might be able to get the call for Tenpai anyway. No. It is our dealer turn though, so we prefer to try and force something. But okay, we have Tenpai. Will anybody play a Tiso against us? For Chance of Dragon. Played a very early free man, so that should be fine. I'm not surprised that low Sozu wasn't coming out, because it's one of the few areas that's left. Which is fair. Free safe. But partially because I'm suicidal and partially because, you know, entertainment, I will go for things I shouldn't go for far too often. Oh, like this, for example. I'll play one. Well, it was a reach only, so I'm not too upset with that. Dealer position as well, so it didn't really change all that much. And we're still first on priority. Could have been worse. Could have been much worse, actually. There's definitely a theme in the hands I've got so far tonight, at least in this game. Well, let's just play the one we drew. Alright, so there's a way. Well, okay then. One pin. Immediately not punished for playing a 7 into that. That 7 is going to delay in, but we'll go there. We'll get there. I mean, reach Sanchikudora. Hey, Debbie. 4-7? No. Reach Sanchiku. 2 in a row, and that one was bigger. Oh boy. You know the thing about having a semi-retirement from the game and just, you know, self-destructing? That's definitely happening. Ah well. Just don't play 7 so, clearly, there's the answer. No, we still got a deal turn coming up. We'll see what we can do. Not that far behind. Still very much a 30k game. Time on a long pause. You can request it, certainly. Exciting paused action. What are you saying? You can't get it back, so we have to cancel the game. Oh no. Actually, it's not quite that bad yet. And I don't like cancelling games if I can avoid it, even if I am that far behind. I think so far we've only had one, and that was happened in East 1, so you know. You don't need a CG trap card, you just need to set up on a 7 cell. I'll play it eventually. Meanwhile, while we do that, so Lily gains 50 bonus points for winning a game which Mono was a part of. Okay, no worries. Bear with. I was doing some management in the background. Right, restore. Continue. Darn it, we've drawn the cursed tile. It could have been a fake trap. The card game nonsense has begun. Well, we have 2 safe tiles against this. South isn't safe, but it's not south round yet. We've drawn a triplet of those. Okay, we'll work around this. Sumo appears to be grandstanding. About to Sumo and 2. No, he gets more than that. Yeah, Animan. Alright, Solo takes a big lead. This is a good start. $30,000 gap in East 4. White Dragon that we can play. So I guess we're just going for a talent in AB Sanchku. And certainly not a lot of value. Oh, come on. I mean, you don't have to stop. I find it amusing. Other people might want you to stop. But we don't care what they think. Alright, so 3-5 Sanchku is a possible thing from this. You're doing it because you're mono, sir. So still 2 to go. 8,000 from third, 12-1 from second. miles away from solar. But I have drawn that. Okay. So if we can draw a... Well, I mean, ideally draw a 1-4 here. Preferably 4-man. That gives us the Riichi, Pinfu, Tanyo, Sanchiku. Which... if we sumo it is a Hanuman, and that is 12,000 points coming back at me. 6,000 which from Solar, and that puts us back in the game. That is not a great draw on balance, but it's Riichi, Pinfu, Tanyo. Can I choose not to take it? I'm trying to find a reason for keep going with this. Yeah, I've got to go with this. I'm too far down on points, so a Riichi, Tanyo, Pinfu is still good here. As much as I do want some value, I feel this is probably the way to do it. 3-6 though. No, I might even get the points off Solar. Sumo hit 2 Orodora, get ourselves to Hanuman that way, I guess. Not that we'd have known, but that's another Sanchiku missed. 2 Whole Hand that could really help us right now. Looks like everybody's kind of folded out, so... Well, actually, Solar might not have done. Yeah, so they're still playing aggressively against us here. Which... If he's more like, if he deals in, I mean that's perfect for everybody really. Or I might just be playing terminals for that plan of safety. Well, last tiles to go then. One more draw available. 3-pin, 6-pin. Nope. Ugh. Well, last chance for Solar, just give it to us. It would be nice of him. I wasn't expecting that, but fine. Riichi into Tanyo. 39 off a leader, 5,200. I mean, he'll take that. That's not critical. Could have been worse. Certainly points I don't think he needed to give away. And that, stage 1 complete. $22,000 then his gap. Double south, of course, but once it's been played, so that's probably going to come out before I get a chance to draw a second. Yeah, there we go. Fair enough. Yeah, I think we do play it here. I mean, I was thinking about other things, but it's probably fine. Draw 4, cut the 8, 4-7 there. Dragon 6 weight, maybe. Oh wait, we're not looking at a lot of value with this one. Pibble takes the dragon win. Well, sea wind actually, rather than dragon win. It doesn't do too much other than just make second place a bit closer. I was hoping for some points off solar. Anyway, dealer turn. What are we getting? We are getting a Dora hand, but not a lot else. Four pairs. So we could try and force a Toy Toy out of this, which is big, obvious, silly, but has potential. I'd be more inclined to go for it if I had another one of these, actually. Or a pair of whites. So Piffles is called East and the South round, so Honitsu is the most likely culprit for what he's got to be going for. Either that was a misclick, because or Kyril did that earlier today. Rise did that earlier today. No, you could easily have a second Yakuhai. Which is probably what Soba's considering here, you'd think. Now did you notice because I mentioned it out loud, or did you notice because you've just noticed it? It's fine, but I talk about what my hand is, so I'd prefer you not to be listening in. Of course, if you can't hear me, then there is no problem. Although I did actually put up the sort of rules listing for what streaming on Soul now is, which also means if I ever get to the next level up, I can't actually stream it, at least not without a 5-minute delay, which I don't mind doing because tutorializing, I have a terrible memory at the best of times. We'll see. This would be a perfect time to draw another Dora. So, assuming that was a misclick, the other things he could be going for now are sort of Honitsu or outside hands. And given he's played 1-9-1 south, he probably isn't going for that, so he's probably just looking to see if he can do other things. I am tempted to call for this, but I think we're going to pass one and we'll see. We might call the second. Reach 7 pairs, Dora as dealer. Immediately plays the Dora 5. Okay, Pibbles has got to have something, or that is really suicidal. Given my discard. Oh, Ipatsu Sumo. This is going to be ridiculous. I hit 2 Ura. You've done the thing that really pissed off Viking back in the day, and I have Diamond with a 7-pair hand. Oh boy. Yeah, I deserve none of that. That was jam. Jam flow of such consistency and awesomeness that I have not had in quite a considerable amount of time, it feels like. But, yeah, okay. So I've gone from 20,000 down to 10,000 up in South 2. Yeah, I may actually end the stream on a positive note. Yeah, I remember Viking being really annoyed that I pulled that off against him once. It feels wrong to just buy him in off of the 7 pairs hand, but, you know. It happens, and I mean, our hand's actually nearly there as well. We draw the 8 pin. We're actually reach pin through here. Oh, Karma did disconnect briefly, but I think you're back. Probably in disgust at that hand. And who could blame you? Alright, so 2-5... does that actually do anything for us? I guess marginal upside of just trying to... Okay, we're getting marginal upside of going into Tanya. But really, it's same-ish difference depending on things. Okay, Well, we don't need a greedy here. We might just play our 1-so. Thankfully, we got rid of our 5 quite early. 5 pin's dodgy against that. It is a Suji, but 9's not great either, but we've played one. I can review it afterwards if you want. Yeah. Right, east. So gap hasn't changed. He was the dealer, so same differences apply. Puts him a little closer, puts him into 3rd actually with that. We've hit 2 Dora. I mean, it's not impossible for us to finish the 7 pairs again, but we'll see what happens. Probably play the green out of that, actually. Question me, do I just switch this for Toy Toy? But again, I don't like going for Toy Toy without a backup plan. Interesting. All right, let's cut the 1s. We'll force a Tanya potentially here. Rip. What has just happened? Something has happened. I guess the only downside with the current hand I'm doing it is that probably going to end up cutting a 3 at some stage. Ouch. I don't want to play with Lily anymore. I mean, Lily's going to get a bucket load of points out of this if she manages to beat you twice. My beautiful Tenpai at your ROM. Oh, the sadness. We know it well. I'm going to play a 5 as well. We have a marginal chance of just staying in and keeping it like this, but, you know. We've already got rid of 1 pair. We're looking at Tanyo. We can play East anytime we want it. So Tanya 1. And CG Trap. We'll see. Oh, counter reach. You haven't lost that many points. You can't have lost that many points. You were 400 in the lead. And you gained 1.7 on your first game anyway. Well, West is safe. We'll stay in Tenpai while we can get away with it. Yeah, so that's for a 10 because, unfortunately, that is a thing. Red was played right before. Should be fine. Okay, so that is a non-dealer win, so that's fine. Reach and Pintu and, yeah, near Mungan. So that puts Karma back into contention. So Solo now just needs a Mungan to win. I mean, to be fair, Solo can keep playing and can keep winning until he gets that far anyway. But in one turn, he needs a Mungan to win. We have 2 Dora, which isn't the most important thing right now, other than the fact that nobody else has them. Second place, gain 1.2, and then I'll climb back into second place. Yeah, I misread that initially. I thought that was overall tournament arc king thing, but no, you haven't lost that many points. Yeah, he'll get himself back up to second, gain a small amount of points, and basically extend the lead ultimately. And I'm not going to call that because we don't have a Yaku. Not yet, anyway. And because we kind of need one, I'm going to hold on to both of these a turn or two more than I perhaps should. Red is also the Dora indicator, so we only get one shot at that. So I guess that means we play the other one first, but we'll see. Okay, Pivols takes a quick... Actually, that's probably best for us. If Pivols goes, he wants to go for a quick win, that's absolutely fine, so we're going to play our dragons out against him. Nah, couldn't call it. Alright, we'll try again. Of course, if Solar calls it, well, at least then we devalued his hand a little bit and we have a bit more info on it. Yeah, we don't want to get into this game. There we go. We help Piffles out. Alright, 2 calls. He might be Senpai. And if he is, well, that's going to help us win. Unless he's got a Hanuman, which seems unlikely, but not impossible. So I'm going to try and give him some more help. No, he didn't take it. Alright, this is a little bit of gamesmanship here, but obviously Piffles, even with a Mungan, wouldn't actually drop us below the 30k threshold that conveniently Solar is on. So therefore, the more we can do to help him out, the better. Because if he wins, we win. Manzu? No. So I don't think it's a Honitsu, but... That's a Honitsu! Shanten. And say tile. Okay. Okay, that is perfect. We've helped out. 3 calls, has to be Senpai. There's a chance Solar will deal in now. Actually, we don't care who deals in to a large extent, as we've already established. This hand is basically dragon only. So our main focus is give points to somebody, but not to Solar. Yeah, so we are trying to deal into this without dealing into Solar, so we can't play any of these, but anything else that potentially Piffles is waiting on, we're going to try. Fortunately, with the exception of 9-man, there's nothing else left for us to play. I should have called that because that would have given him an extra draw. We'll take it. I don't. I've not been. I don't think I've played you today, have I? Well, Shadow Hole picks up another win. So deserved or not, I've actually gone positive this stream thus far. Plenty of time left. 1-3-4-1. Alright, let's go and observe the other game while we wait for things. So how much murdering is going on Mono's side? So Prospero is on 15. Mono is on 4,400 with 2 calls. Let's actually just show hands there. Gee. Yeah, I'm probably going to skip the next one. I might just do an observation round. Largely because tired. I'm going to have like 4 games today, so... That's more than I usually do on a stream, I have to be honest, but we did start early. Okay, so Mono's in a bluff. Lily is just sitting on her lead. And of course we have a Riichi from Link Joker on a 4-7 for a 10 weight. Absolutely, my dear. That's fine. So this is basically what the for a 10 trap is. Because one of Link Joker's winning tiles is in his discard pool, it doesn't even matter if he draws, if the 4 gets played. It's one of his winning tiles in his current discard pool. He's not allowed to win off other players. So he can only win if he draws either the 4 or the 7, which is the penalty for discarding a tile you can later win on. So Prospero has late options, potentially. There's also a thing called temporary for a 10, which did happen in the last game, where I basically had 2 winning tiles, but one of them didn't have a Yaku. I might actually go and review that one after this, just because neatness. But I'll at least watch the end of this. Yeah. As I say, key is it doesn't matter if a different tile you can win on. So this, for example, is fine. You self-drew the tile, doesn't matter. That's you're allowed to do. But the penalty for discarding a tile that you could later be winning on is known as for a 10. I'm actually going to, as I say, go back. I'm going to try and find the game where I went into temporary for a 10, because that is worth knowing about as well. So, sorry, there is one more spot open if somebody wants to get another game going, and I'll probably review the whole of that to end the stream. So let's go into view log. Okay, so I think this was South 3. I don't think I won it anyway. Let's just see. I'm also looking at Karma, which is why I'm slightly thrown off by things. Yeah, I think that was this game actually, but it was... I think it was South 3, but it's... I want to do it from my perspective just because. So, behind me. So, as we went on through this, I eventually got to a stage where I declared... I made a call. So, having made 2 calls and then discard that, I am in what is a 6-9 weight. However, I can't win off a 9 because I would then not have a Yaku. I don't qualify for anything except all simples with this hand. So basically this means even though it is a 9-6 weight, I can only win on the 6. However, the 9 is still a winning tile. So when this happens, well, I mean 2 reaches, I was out at this point. So when this happens, I actually go into a state here known as temporary for a 10. When this happens, you can't win off of a discard that is you have ignored a win on. So technically I've ignored the win for this. This also happens when you reach as well, but it's rare for you to ignore a win when you reach, but technically it's still possible. So by not taking this win, if Karma were to play the 6, I would be for a 10 and not able to win on it. Again, it doesn't matter once you've drawn. Once you've drawn, temporary for a 10 goes away. But that's the thing. Alright, so we have 6 players. Who would like to play who? Debbie is new into the chat, so she gets in regardless. It's then just a case of who wants to actually play against Debbie. should quit Mahjong. Yeah, I mean, there's that mountain, so... One more for me. Okay. I can potentially do a roll-off to determine this. Okay, Karma can wait, which is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Lily, please. Unfortunately, you're higher in the ranks, so Lily's the one. It does lift when that happens. So once you have drawn, you've effectively changed your hand, and temporary fruiting goes away. Okay, that's fine. So Mono has said one more, so I'm going to accept that as a thing. Mono is not scared of the big bad Deb. However, Mono is definitely scared of Lily, so we can have Little Debbie and Little Lizzer in the same game. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to basically roll a dice to determine this. So 1 to 4 solar, 5 to 8 karma, and so on. 4 down, 20-sided dice. I have rolled a 14, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Lily's in. Then it's going to be 1 to 5, 6 to 10, etc. for the other one. If you call Reach and you haven't won off the discards, you are full for a 10 at that point. And 15 means that it is Piffles who gets in the last one. So off you go. Oh, I didn't random seat that. I apologise. I randomised it basically for that. I mean, okay, but this is genuinely my last one. This is genuinely my last one. I'm going in for this. Alright. But yeah, the stream is over. I'm ending the stream after this. Once I've observed the end of the other game, if this one happens to end sooner. Alright, so good luck. Have fun all. And let's see if I can go 1-4 again. I mean, you never know. Maybe that Byman 7 pairs is going to do a thing. I'm going to get you this time, Shadow. I think we found Dr. Claw. Also, this is an interesting hand. Yeah, but that's only if you ignore a win from Reach, which, as I say, is very unusual. There are reasons you would do it. If, for example, the point situation requires you to try and win it with Sumo, rather than win off somebody to remove the game. But this is why you don't want to reach when somebody's down on points, unless you've got very specific taste for this. Also, anyway, I like this hand. I'm just going to say that now. I like it. We might be going for the Chinitsu with this. We'll see. Less likely now. Well, we have Carnage. Carnage that we're probably only going to go for if we actually hit Tenpai. Or, I mean, if we go Chinitsu and Khan, this is something ridiculous, I've got to be honest. We're also Dealer, which is another factor in this. Another factor is we could just go for a Tanyo. This might be greedy, we'll see. No, sure. I mean, we're Dealer. We're entitled to be a bit greedy as Dealer. Oh, that is a great draw as well. Okay, so if we actually draw the 8... 8 gets played, play the 1, Khan into the 2-5. Or if a 2-5 gets played over here, I suppose. Okay, up against a Reach. Makes the Khan less likely. Suji. I mean, it's a 7-so again, and that's been my cursed tile of the last game I played, so, you know. Okay, 4-pin safe. So if we get the 2-pin off of Solo, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that is better sequencing. I was thinking about that. Downside is Green Dragon. Well, let's find out. We have Chinitsu. 2-5. Chinitsu is us. Hanuman. Hanuman and a reach stick. That is a good way to start a game. Yep, absolutely the jam is flowing right now. I just need to keep the taps on until the end of this game, and then everything is good. I did say this is definitely the last one, though. Yeah, I'll admit being a little fortunate with that, because the Green Dragon was definitely dodgy. But so look at playing tiles I could call. But hey, took the opportunity. Play the White Dragon here. I don't remember starting with 7, but I guess it was the least tile at this point. Just feels a bit bad now. That being said, we can pretty much ride this for a little bit if we want to. Yeah, pair of whites. Okay, Jam Flow has gone away. If we've gone white into white, then that is it for... We're into regular luck territory now. And we'll see how this goes. I mean, regular luck is still looking okay, though. Gotta be honest. Okay, crossbow with a call. Karma is still going for his Tanyo hand here. Hasn't done anything to indicate otherwise. Might play a 1-pin here. Okay, forget that. We're not going to play a 1-pin. So we have a definite safe tile to prosper if we think we need it. Not going to call it. I guess the problem is the free 6 at this stage. And now we can play a 1 dot if we want to and go into a 2-5. Conveniently taking care of my triple pair position. You draw something off of this, but both of these look a little dodgy, gotta be honest. Only 9 though. Oh, he's played a 6. Okay, so reach across the table. We have a definite safe tile, so we'll play that first and see how things go. Most likely we're going to be using our 1 as a pair anyway. Question is, could we get the 3 to pass him? I'm not sure we could. Now the 6 is safe, of course. Interesting. Maybe I'll just go 3 and 2. He did no response to those 2s earlier, so I'm thinking that if he is on a Sozu weight, it's a higher Sozu weight. Maybe a mid Sozu weight. He could conceivably be on a 2-5, but if he was, he'd have had opportunities to play here, and I don't remember there being that many pauses. Also, there's so many of these gone. 3 3s, 3 2s. 4 isn't as definite safe on that basis. Okay, it's a big sumo. Yeah, high Sozu. gets his Mahjong. I mean, that's fair. We hit Hanneman, so we're still absolutely fine for this. Good job, Jim. Oh, is Debbie on form at the moment? Alright, perfect. Well, no, be nice to the ladies. This is a very strong starting hand, actually. I don't know if we want to go 7 pairs of it necessarily, but it is definitely very strong. What ladies? I mean, letting my wife win would probably count, but... to be honest, I'm usually not that nice. I'll hold off for that. Alright, so we're each on 10, potentially on a 2-sided, on possibly... actually, draw 1 here, count that. E-Peiko, draw 2. I mean, that's Crocodile, not... Interesting. I think we go with this because this gives us the absolute dream at this stage. Ryan Peiko. I mean, it is a dream that I often have, but it rarely comes off. I'd love to be able to pull this. This would be absolute jam flow if we could pull the 6-pin here. 6-pin, come on. 6-pin, 1-so. I mean, preferably the 6-pin because that gives us the high value hand, but... The jam flow demands 1-so, 6-pin. Alright, extra draw. And that is... Okay. I saw the shine there from my 2 5s and thought that was Dora for half a moment. Oh, I dealt in with that. Darn it. Oh well. Mahjong. Well, my Hanneman advantage is basically eroded. So we have a game on. Could have probably got away without playing the 6 there in all honesty, but... Again, we're riding jam flow, which is the other way of tilting. It's been too long since I've been tilting that way. South. So if we can get Ton and something, that's a good draw. So 2 away. Yeah, play 6-man here. the question is, will we get the east early enough? And if not, will we just go with the pair weight 6 dot east? We actually do get that early enough. I think we're going to gamble on the 7 now. And hope somebody takes that seriously. 3 or 5 man will be fun for us. That's like, you're winning on that too. That's really annoying. But we'll take the Tenpai here. Also kill off any Ipatsus. 306. No, that's awkward. And I don't think I've got anything that works on that. 8-4. Yeah, go for it. Fine. Take the win. Seven winners still available. Live red. Passed. Don't know why I'm pushing this so hard. I really shouldn't be. I am 2 calls in, so I don't have that much of a choice. I think I'm going to go with the Suji here. We'd have won if we hadn't done that. Which I think is the worst part about this. Yeah, we're out. It really sucks to be folding from this position, but you've got to do what you got to do sometimes. Alright, so Sailor will take the lead with that. Hanneman advantage wiped out. Dealer turn though. Let's see what we can do. Nice. Not Ishanten, unfortunately, because we don't have a pair yet, but it's looking nice anyway. I'll tell you what, every time I think the jam flow hasn't quite, you know, has dissipated for the day, I get this sort of thing. We have a potential Sanshikyu here. So that's a reach on the 7. I think I'm going to hold off a turn. Because if we can get 3-man or 5-pin, then we're doing that. I think this is worth waiting a turn or two just to see if we can actually get the Sanshikyu here. Drawing 6 obviously would give us the pin fu as well, so yeah, I mean there's plenty of rings we could do with this, but I think we are going to wait and see if we can get this. No, 5 pin's gone. But we can draw another one. Yeah, we don't want to be waiting in the first hand, wait later, so we'll do that. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have, maybe I should have gone for it. Reach number 7 early. I mean, I suppose also if we draw a 5, we can go for the Baco pin too. So we have plenty of tiles to get us there. Any low Pinzu, mid Manzu does it. But come on, we want a 5 pin. Who wins with that? I'll be annoyed. Yeah, it's a little awkward now. Yeah, maybe we could have reached number 7 and got away with it. Who knows? There's only an option to reach on the 3 pin now. I see that dealing would be good. Apparently not though. South. Well, let's hope Kamala picks up a win here. Because it's going to get expensive otherwise. Well, Toy Story Dragon actually is not that expensive, unless he's got any Dora behind it. Which he doesn't. Dora Green is fine. I know 3 pin should be safe. I'm safe in 2 directions. Okay, that's fine. Sumo and cheap, so will lose more points to me. And he puts us tied, I think? He's currently... Oh no, I'm up on priority. Because of course I was first dealer. Right then. South round, let's start with North. It's a really, really tight game. Which it really shouldn't be, given I got a dealer Hanneman to start this off, but such is the jam flow. It cometh, it taketh away. Draw a 9 pin, which passed. As much as I probably should pursue that and just play another one, I'm going to wait a turn. Because that might have been the auto discard, rather than somebody wanting them. And we now are in a position where we can take it. South. Okay, Prospero going for it. Looking okay here, just need to connect with an 8 dot, I think. Pretty sharpish, but I think we need to... We might have a problem getting rid of the 5 pin otherwise. Yeah, that's an indicator. So if we're cutting anything, we're cutting the 2 men right now. 3 pins fine. Fortunately, I'd love to get in with this hand, but it's just not currently coming together. I need to play an 8 pin, really. I mean, we do a drawing one, but you know. That would certainly get us there and potentially put some enough pressure on the board. Okay, south only. Well, double south and 1. Puts us down a 3rd. That is not ideal. But we need to try and keep the dealer position. All right. Oh, I'm assuming a thing happens. In fact, that game's already over. Damn. Alright. I can't throw live door freeze out. No, I don't think you can if that's what you did. Yeah, as I say, this is probably going to be the last one. But, yeah, I will then have to calculate the points. So, we're only 3-9 from the lead here, so we are still very much in chase mode. But we can go for Tanya quite easily with this one if we can get a 5 pin soonish. Nope. Don't want that. Oof. Eshant and Hell is very much a thing. Alright, here we're just going for a quick hand. We've got Tanya or a 1. Assume we get the 5 dot or the 3-6. I mean, that does improve our numbers here a little bit, so we can go for 5 or 7. The answer is now we'll draw the 3-6 and have to decide which ones of these we want to wait on. Well, if you can draw a 7 or a 5, preferably red 5, go for Tanya, draw 2. It's only minus 50. That's nothing, really. Alright, I'll play safe tile against that. I'm giving your lead is 400. Or was 400 at the start of the day, I should say. I'll calculate. I'll do all the count points calculations after the stream. I'm weak enough to do that, I think. So come on, 3-6 or 5-7. 3-6, 5-7, Sailor. Or wall. Wall would be fine. Well, I think he means the overall ranking points rather than the actual in-game points. Nope, but we know that's safe now. We also have to assume Sailor's in Tenpai with 2 calls, but people are being aggressive because it's that sort of game. Well, it's something I've not done in a very long time, I'll be honest. I have to go back and actually look at the last time I beat Mono in a straight-up game. I mean, sometimes luck will do it. This is the thing about Mahjong. Sometimes luck will get you there. But the skilled players will win more consistently. Occasionally, you just need the jam flow to be there for you. And Karma is now got to be in tempo with 2 calls. I think we're playing safety. As much as I want to go for this, I feel that we pretty much... I can't play Vidora against this, can I? There's no way I can play Vidora against this. They're gonna have to be waiting on Vidora. There's just no way they're not waiting on Vidora. But that's it. If you're waiting on the 8 after calling a triplet of 8, so then absolutely well done to you. 7-7. I mean, Tanya. Kama could want that. Yeah. Cheap though. Alright, so we're at the starting level. 2 hands to go. Mungan needed. Still very much in, and this is a good starting hand. This actually is what I would consider a great starting hand. If we can get this quick, we can go Riichi, Tanyo, Pinfu, and 1. And we've got a reasonable shot at pulling off an upgrade here if we can be fortunate. Just really recommend. Yeah, absolutely. That's one way to do it. I wouldn't say relying on that method is going to pay off more than 1 in several million, but it is a tried and true method that would work. Eventually. Okay, 2 from Tenpai. This is only Tanya to a 1 at the moment, but I'm going to wait because I think we do need to reach with this to get 7,000 points. Okay, now we're going to be aware of Prospero. Could be a quick hand, but we're going to hope that he's on something reasonable and that we can get one of these to deal in, because that would remove 1 rival. So Ishan 10, Tanya Dora 1. I know I said I wanted to reach, but 2,000 is better than 0 points, which against 2 calls is something that is likely. Depends how safe we can play against him, I guess. Reasonable, if that passes. 5-8-3-6. Okay, North from the non-North player. We've helped more than hindered with that. Yes, that's unfortunately one of the ones we can't call with, because we could take it, we'd then have to cut one of our pairs and be still 2 away. We'd better be 1 away where we are now. Just need the 8 man is the most likely tile of these to come off, but the 5 has just been played by Prospero, so you never know. So you might decide, Solar might decide to do that for safety. And he does, and we will go and take 2,000 points if it comes off. Tenyo in 1. So it's 2,000 points closer to the lead than we were otherwise. 4,000 points closer if Karma deals in. South we know is fine. Taking off the auto win just because there's an outside chance that I take the win off Prospero, I think, but based on his discards, I don't think he's on a Honitsu. House CG for the 6? Nope. Oh, bonus points. You know how we feel about bonus points. Didn't get any, but, you know, we feel. Means dealing into Prospero with that is even worse. Do you have a 3-6? You do not. We're the only one with a 2. This could be dodgy. It was. Absolutely dodgy. Can't stop dealing in at the moment. Twitter only, last hand, and a long way to catch up. So I think we've pretty much settled into 3rd place here. Yeah, why'd you call the North then? I've got to be honest. Calling the North from there is terrible. No. Also, stop giving my hand away. Because you always say do it when I have a 7 tile away from Kokushi. You have become known for it more than anything. If nothing else, it's telling people I've got a bad hand. But we know what we're going for. We're going for the same hand that we started the game with. Well, not Shinichi fully here, but we got Dora and Honitsu. So we're going to have to go with it. It's a long shot, but it's our best way of taking the win. And now you are giving me my hand away. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm still 3 away from anything at this point, but you never know. Things are technically possible, and while they're technically possible, they could happen. And when we keep drawing like that... Yeah, no, it's getting there now. I don't need to... I've been jamming all day at this point. The jam flow is definitely a thing that is on. The downside is now I need some help. You can go red for safety if it comes to it, but... Extra 1,000 on the table. 2 more draws to go, and until we get... We could call Ford up, technically. But Sailor hasn't drawn a single dot tile since he started. And all of those are going away from us. I suppose we can at least try and stay the tempo. Yeah, we'll take the Puritan here. You never know, we could win a 4-7 final discard. Who's on the last one? Oh, if Solar pulls a 4-7, that would be awesome. Nope. Well, the game carries on. Oh no, it doesn't. He was dealer, of course, and in the lead. Well, extra 1,000 points is this, then. I think I end up ±0 ultimately. I'll have to work it out exactly, but stuff and things. Anyway, I'm going to call that a stream. Thanks for joining us, those who did. I will update the points in a few moments and put them in the Discord. So, until next week, where we will do more stuff, things, and tiles of confusion. So, until then.